The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline 0818-888-8895. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the point of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your needs.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We're back from the news. Quickly, Masha Aguda Corridor. Free flow of traffic has been experienced from Donyorile proceeding through Babs and Imashang, Bode Thomas Junction down to Sensors. Likewise for Eric Moore Junction, Abebe Village, as well as Jimo and Odutola Street. Linking up with Igomo Bridge. All those areas looking pretty cool this morning. Adilabu Road, Agboyi, as well as areas like Mashara and about connecting Onile Gogoro is very much in good shape. All through Sulere End, things are still looking pretty good. From our live cameras in the studios, we can tell you Ojota linking up with Odoyalaro as well as Maryland. All those corridors are also very good too. If you're making that journey towards the Third Milan Bridge, Alakbare and Ogudu proceeding towards Yanowuru, all looking pretty good at this time. All right, so today on the program, we are actually going to be doing a whole lot, especially as relates to how we can set the tone for exports. So we're setting the tone for Nigeria's non-oil export in 2025. And joining me on the phone line this morning, Prince Joseph Idiong is a Director General, Association of Nigerian Exporters, AIN, and he's also the member Board of Trustees, Institute of Exports of Nigeria. It's nice to have you. Good morning and Happy New Year to you, Prince Idiong.
Good morning, Victor. How are you today?
Very, very good. Very good. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Nigerians. It's great to be here. Happy New Year to all of you.
Wonderful. All right. It's been quite a while. We had you on the program. So let's just do some reflections through what went down in the past 12 months. So how would you assess non-oil exports in 2024?
Well, yes, thank you very much. It was on the progress. It was a progressive report. We had a lot of fun seeing things move because in the international realm, market access demand also increased. You know, even at a point in Nigeria, government muted the idea of trying to import items. So it was almost like that in every country. Many countries were desperately looking for something to import. And so we had opportunity. I think, for instance, cocoa had the highest price ever in 2024.
Right.
You could be hearing people talk about 13, 14, 15 million and figures that are unbelievable from 1.8 million per ton that it used to be. We started hearing something over 10 million.
Right.
And so, like the National Bureau of Statistics had been programming, giving out information. Our non-oil export had gone so far that we were talking of like 1.8 million, higher than what we had in, say, June. We got so much happening in the system. And it is a good thing to note that a lot of encouragement. Even Nigerians and others abroad, even this morning, I was just receiving an inquiry. People are asking, listing products that they want. I've now been asking, where will you get these products from Nigeria to give to them when Nigerians are also asking us to leave some food for them to eat?
Right.
So the export business is a big deal. So we are balancing it. Like I used to say, you don't stop exporting because you want to have food subsidy.
Right.
You have to make sure there are factories that are producing for export, there are farms that are farming for export, and there are others that are filing for full subsidy.
Right.
Okay. Balance the system
I'm just
so that you don't do it before enough.
Yes, I'm just looking through some figures here, and I'm looking through the kind of growth that we had in 2024. And according to the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, it says the country earned over $2.7 billion from non-oil exports in the first half of 2024, representing about 6.26% increase compared to the same period in 2023. So that must be some good news for you and your members. But let's talk about some of the top most exported commodities within that period. Prince Idiong, what are those commodities that were most exported in 2024?
Well, in Nigeria, cocoa, like we said, is a big one. But when you talk of those that really earned the day or the dollars, we could see fertilizer, you could see the Dangote fertilizer, you could see Indorama, who are always there to be in the export realm, in export sector. Cocoa was also top there. The regular ones, sesame, ginger.
Right.
Okay. They came readily to make it happen.
Beautiful.
And Nigeria wasn't really left out in the rush for export market last year, 2024.
Which is great. So I'm seeing here fertilizer, urea, 13.78%, sesame seeds, 11.04%, and the likes. But in terms of the countries that these exports were shipped to, do you know which countries?
Yes, readily. For our export, we just identify the European market, we identify the Chinese market. Most of this stuff, sometimes we ship to the Middle East, like Dubai, like UAE. If you look at it, we can say those are export destinations, and but ultimately some of them become the pre-processing centers, other sub-processing centers, where they process these things and put them to the international destinations.
Right. All right, but the top three here, we have Netherlands, we have Malaysia, we have Brazil. Those are very, very common destinations where most of these products have been exported to. But let's talk about you and your members, Association of Nigerian Exporters. How did you guys fare in 2024? Let's talk about your members.
Yeah, by God's grace, our members did well. We looked at the system and we discovered that we can do better. We also try to generate interest for those who are newcomers to also get into the business by involving them in a lot of trainings for the period to access the market. I can see even areas even in difficult times, like what we expected last year, there were threats. But that forced the association to step forward and see what could be done. As you can imagine, when the European Commission, the European Union, brought up the issue of deforestation regulation that was to start on the 10th of December, there was panic in the system, not because it had to do with forests or timber and all that alone, but it had to do with cocoa, palm oil, cashew, a lot of these stuff.
Right.
So that gave a lot of concern, and we as an association started mobilizing markets for our members. So Netherlands has been a good market for that period. Even Germany, we had a good standing. As of yesterday, I remember when I spoke with the chief executive of the Global Traceability Solutions, we're still talking about how to get Nigerian products to beat the European Union regulation, which have been extended. And we are hoping this sooner or later, maybe for the first quarter, is how we're going to convoke.
Let's talk about
forum.
Let's talk about the membership strength of your association, the Association of Nigerian Exporters. What does the figure look like? In 2024, did you have more members, or do you have some of your members exited?
Yeah, no. As for exiting, we don't think we noticed that people talk about exiting the sector. People may not exit; they may just be lying low to see what the market is like. We saw upsurge in membership across board because of the interest of people trying to get a dollar. So more members were getting on board, and we had been compelled, even in our system, to expand our administrative scope. This January, the appointees we made towards the end of the year, resuming the Northwest Zone Coordinator, Northeast, South, South, Northwest. We decided to do some expansion so that we can cope. And they are targeting doing more of product-based membership now, than just company membership.
So, Prince, for somebody who's listening to you right now and is thinking of joining your association, they want to export things. What are the criteria that is required for someone to join in?
Oh, that's straightforward. You need to have a company registered with Corporate Affairs Commission, and that has to be a limited liability company. You can also use a cooperative. And once you have that as a starting point, you will just be asking you have to have a bank account, because exports must be done through banks so that we can be sure of repatriation of proceeds and be sure of funding. We try to get the funds from the system. You'll be asked for bank reference and the documents, incorporation documents. You'll be filling the form of the association, which is going to ask you about the directors and those what you have been doing. We also try as much as possible to ask those who want to give to look at their companies, whether they are export ready, or their companies that can be called export ready, or whether the product they have could be export ready. What I mean is that we send questionnaires to prospective members to say export readiness questionnaire, company readiness questionnaire.
Right. So what kind of products? What kind of products should they have? Should they have?
Wow, products. Like I said, you look at the key products. If you are let me answer this way. Like this last year, we worked with some more stakeholders. For instance, we worked with the NEPC in some states, and that are closing in on product specifics. So we tried to develop like cocoa cluster, palm oil cluster. That's what I'm saying.
What about yam? Cluster. What about yam?
Yeah, well, yam. Yam, we have orders for yam. Even in Europe, we are asking at last few days, had this request for yam, and I told them that we are going to do a lot on that this year.
Because I'm asking that question because I know I've spoken with somebody on this program before from the Abuja Chamber of Commerce who did say that Nigerian yams were being rejected. As good as it was, they were being smuggled from the border, taken to Ghana, and they were exported to other countries. So what is your association doing about that?
That's what that's why I said we are looking at the issues. Like I said yesterday, I had to speak with one of the organizations in Germany about these traceability issues, because the issue of traceability, Nigeria had not worked on it. However, if you see the European Union deforestation regulation, that is going to tamper with a lot of our exports like cocoa, palm oil, cashew, those tree-based shea butter. Nigeria has just created a sector task force towards the end of the year, and they are yet to start action. But we, as an association, we are also convoking a platform. So this platform, we're now inviting all these product sectors to come on board. Since the association is the apex, we are for all products, others maybe for specific products, but we will have to speak for them. As we sit on the board of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, we have to speak for these products and policy. We can then take these things to Governor's Forum. We can take them to National Assembly. It is our business to do that. But we need to have platforms today. So the more we gather these sub-associations, provide information to us, we can then work harder to get them these answers. For instance, the yam you are talking about, it's not only yam. Most of the Nigerian products are smuggled for those who are sending out, they don't tell you they are smuggling, they say they are exporting. But this is unrecorded export. They make some money, but a lot of them lose too.
Okay, just a second. Let's see if we can expand. Let's see if we can expand the discourse beyond the studios to also have inputs from those out there. 08099120777 and 09153877127. Hello there. Good morning. Hello. Okay, guess we lost that. Some messages are coming in here for you. This one says, "Good morning, Prince. What are the key non-oil products that Nigeria has competitive advantages in?" Thanks. Akin is sending that one in. So are there some non-oil exporting products that we have competitive advantage?
Yes, we have. Like I did mention, you have like shea butter, we have more than any other country. But when it is in the export market, we don't seem to have that advantage because we have not utilized ours. So that's one point. We have not processed enough, and we sell more nuts than butter. The other time, or just some weeks before Christmas, the president of American Shea Butter Institute called me to say that they heard one West African country, I think they mentioned Mali, is saying that their country should no more export shea nuts. They should process the butter before they export. And what is Nigeria doing? You see, sometimes we delay, we don't take such steps. So when you export nuts, you make little money. So shea butter or shea butter is one area. Cocoa, as we say, you know our position in the world in cocoa. We are top there, and we can do more. Like my home state, in Akwa Ibom, where I come from, they have cocoa, but it's not on the front burner. It's seafood and palm oil that they have on the front burner. When I spoke with the Export Promotion Council official the other day in the state, he was telling me we're trying to bring cocoa to the front burner because that is about the third cocoa producing state where they are Ondo cross river.
All right. I need you to answer Prince Idiong. I need some short responses from you because we're having lots of contributions that are coming in. 08099120777. This one says, how does the Association of Nigerian Exporters support exporters in non-oil sector? Titi is sending this one in from Bagada. So what are you guys doing to support your members?
What we do to support members, one, we train them. For instance, we are working with one of the federal institutes to train members on processing of products for export. You see, it's just like farming for export. Even if you don't farm properly, you cannot get the right product. So we're training members. That MOU we are signing is to train members on processing for export packaging.
Okay.
And
Do
then
you
that
do you
would be
have
right.
do you have any kind of funding as a kind of support for them?
What we do about funding, for instance, this morning I received an offer from the West, all the countries in the West, that we should discuss with them. They can afford to syndicate funding for those who have some key products up to $1 million US, $1 to $2 million US.
Okay, so people can
$5 million
access that as
US.
well.
That's just from one source. You can imagine that, just from one source. And they were even going far to mention products. They say they need products like nuts, cereals, sugar, sorghum, cassava, wheat, barley, maize, rice, coffee, cocoa, tea, coconut oil, palm exports, and fertilizer.
All right.
Just received that this morning.
Okay, then.
I'm trying to look at that. So who are interested? These are the kinds of things the association does.
All right. This one says, just hold on 1 second. This one says, do you think current government policies are favorable for non-oil exports in Nigeria? Chief Ernest is sending that one in. And one more says, good morning, happy weekend. How can Nigeria diversify its non-oil exports to reduce reliance on traditional commodities? Thanks. Ifeanyi from Fagba is sending that one in. So, he's talking about government policies. Quickly, in 30 seconds, do you think these policies are favorable to your members?
Well, the policies, sometimes the policy might not be what the company intended. For instance, the dollar, the rate of dollar, which has gone so far, so high, becomes an incentive to exporters. Whereas that was not, the government did not want to increase the dollar rate. But when the dollar is high and you are exporting, you make more money. And so that's a fallout. It might not be a direct interest of the government. But what government is also trying to do, especially trying to import food, it's not good for export sector. If government is trying to import, government should make sure that they consult very well so that we know what we are doing. Because if you are importing what we have already planted and want to sell, you are also hindering our stuff. So we don't really encourage government to be importing, especially when government says government is already ordering directly. What has the politician and government public servant to do with going to market to import? Whereas they could have talked to us who are in the system. We know what to do. We can get this on better rates.
All right.
But I think government is also trying to do a lot of talking about this stuff.
All right.
They
Quickly.
should do a lot of
All right. As we round off the program this morning, Prince Joseph Idiong, what's the future going to be looking like? 2025, what's the outlook for you and your members?
In 2025, we have decided to say nobody can stop us, not even the economy. Not even the situation in the economy can stop us. We want to move. We want members. We want exporters. Not only members. We see the association is a bigger platform. All you need to do is be interested in export and reach out to us, and we can lead you onto the way you want to be. We are looking at increasing members' capacity, their certifications,
right?
Especially certification, so that the rejection of products will not be a problem.
So how can the public reach out to you? How can they connect with the Association of Nigerian Exporters?
Yes, very straightforward. We are on, our website is www.ane.com.ng. That is, so you take note of that because by next few days it's going back. We are updating it. So we are on 0802 333 6427. Again, 0802 333 6427.
All right. We'll leave it at that for now. Yes. So
yes, it can be DG. It can be DG.NigerianExporters gmail.com.
Okay, then.
gg.nigerianexporters@gmail.com.
We'll leave it at that for now. Prince Joseph Idiong, always a pleasure having you on the program, and I'm wishing you guys the best of 2025 as you seek to advance the cause of non-oil exports. Thank you so much for linking up with us.
It's a great opportunity from your FM station and from Shippers Council, the Maritime today. We are very, very grateful. We thank you on behalf of Nigerians, and we look forward to better deals in 2025.
Okay,
God bless.
then. We'll leave it at that for now, but you can always connect with the Association of Nigerian Exporters. He says 080-2333-6427. 080-2333-6427. We have to go. The program has been produced by Dayo Anthony. We say a big thank you to Mary Fakorede in the building, Deborah Bolodioku, and Okwebi Shodunke. They are of our social media unit, and our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid weekend. Enjoy yourself, but always celebrate in moderacy. Bye.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily lane. Papa email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468.
For you, we dey gidigba, gidigba, hey.
Nigerian Shippers Council with a meeting for the port of Nanir.